Right, this is the fourth reading of chapter 10, The Ministry of Healing, Ellen G. White. Saved by hope. We are saved by hope, Romans 8:24. The fallen must be led to feel that it is not too late for them to be men. Christ honored man with his confidence and thus placed him on his honor. Even those who had fallen the lowest, he treated with respect. It was continual pain to Christ to be brought into contact with enmity, depravity, and impurity, but never did he utter one expression to show that his sensibilities were shocked or his refined tastes offended. You know, some people can be so horrible. If someone that is, according to them, lower than them come into contact with them, they show it by this haughty aura they have around them. I cannot stand that. If there's one thing in this life that puts me off, it's people that think that they are better than anyone else. I cannot stand that. Whatever the evil habits, the strong prejudices, or the overbearing passions of human beings, he met them all with pitying tenderness. As we partake of his Spirit, we shall regard all men as brethren, with similar temptations and trials, often falling and struggling to rise again, battling with discouragements and difficulties, craving sympathy and help. Then we shall meet them in such a way as not to discourage or repel them, but to awaken hope in their hearts. As they are thus encouraged, they can say with confidence, "Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. He will plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness." Micah 7:8-9. God looketh upon all the inhabitants of the earth. He fashioneth their hearts alike. Psalm 33:14-15. He bids us, in dealing with the tempted and the erring, consider thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Galatians 6:1. With a sense of our own infirmities, we shall have compassion for the infirmities of others. I want to make this very clear. I am not saying you must make other people feel pitied in the sense of making them feel pathetic. You talk down to them. You are loving and you show care, but you are actually talking down to them, That is not the love that God is talking about. I often get this feeling from pastors' wives, They want to show how loving they are, but they talk down to you. You must understand, this is the pastor's wife that's talking to you. I just want to puke into their faces. That's what I want to do. They can take the pity and shove it up there, where. Yes, that's exactly the feeling you wake up in people when you don't have real love in your heart. When you want to help someone, you don't do it in public. You don't do it to humiliate them. You think like a clear human being, what is going to be the best way to assist this person to overcome whatever trouble they have. If you cannot help them, then stay away from them and pray for them, or maybe you have got influence over someone else and you can send someone to help them. But if you can help them in the same way as that you would have liked someone to help you if you were in that position. Don't humiliate people with your help, and don't tell them, don't make them feel that they must now be very grateful for this help that you've given them. Help them and get yourself out of there. Help them with honesty and with discernment and with true love, or don't help at all. I hope I'm making myself clear in the right way. Who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou dost not receive? Everything you have is from God. Every single thing you have, God gave it to you. And nothing that's wonderful in your life you deserved. God gave it to you because He showed you love. He showed you grace. And the only feeling that you can carry in your heart is gratitude for what He has given you. One is your master, and all ye are brethren. Why dost thou judge thy brother? Or why dost thou set at naught thy brother? Let us not therefore judge one another, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way. 1 Corinthians 4:7, Matthew 23:8, and Romans 14:10-13. So what that thing say about not being a stumbling block is you have to be the example. If you think you are better than someone else, then be the example. That's how you teach them. Right. I'm going to do the 5th reading.